Hello everyone, welcome back to the Love in Riyadh show. Today is May 20th and today's episode has two very different stories, but honestly, both say a lot about how fast things are changing here in Saudi. One is about innovation and public comfort during Hajj season, and the other is about people literally camping outside malls for a watch drop. So let's start in Mecca. You know how brutal the heat can get during Hajj. Walking outside for even a few minutes in the middle of the day is exhausting. So imagine pilgrims spending hours moving between holy sites under direct sun. That's why this new Cool Road initiative is getting so much attention. Mecca has officially expanded its smart road cooling project. And it's actually really interesting. The roads are being coated with a special locally made material that reflects sunlight instead of absorbing it. Basically, instead of the asphalt trapping heat all day, this coating helps keep the surface noticeably cooler. And the numbers are kind of crazy. Officials say road surface temperatures dropped by more than 12 degrees Celsius. 12. That's the difference between feeling like you're walking on a stove versus a normal road in summer. What's even better is that this wasn't some random last-minute experiment. The project actually started earlier around Namira Mosque during previous Hajj seasons as a pilot program. They tested it first, studied how it worked in real conditions, then decided to expand it because of how effective it was. And honestly, that attention to detail matters. During Hajj, even small changes can have a massive impact on people's health and safety. Reducing heat exhaustion, preventing heat stroke, making walking routes more comfortable. All of that adds up, especially when you're talking about millions of pilgrims. I also think it says a lot about how Saudi infrastructure projects are evolving. It's not just about building bigger things anymore. It's becoming more focused on quality of life, smart technology, sustainability, and solving very real problems people experience daily. And from a visual perspective too, those lighter colored roads almost look futuristic. You can immediately tell something's different. Now switching from heat-resistant roads to absolute retail chaos, because Riyadh had a completely different kind of crowd situation this week. A limited edition watch release basically turned malls across the capital into overnight campgrounds. And if you've been online recently, you've probably already seen the videos. Massive lines, packed entrances, people sitting on the floor for hours waiting for stores to open. The watch is part of one of those luxury meets everyday brand collaborations that instantly explode online the second they're announced. And somehow these drops always become bigger than just the product itself. It turns into an event. Apparently, people started lining up as early as 2 a.m. Not joking. Some brought snacks, pillows, foldable chairs, even board games. At that point, it stops looking like a shopping line and starts looking like a sleepover outside the mall. And honestly, the funniest part is how seriously people prepare for these drops. Everyone suddenly becomes strategic. Who's holding spots in line, who's updating the group chat, who's checking stock numbers, who's running for coffee. It becomes this whole social experience. But it also shows how strong hype culture has become here. 10 years ago, seeing overnight campouts in Riyadh for a watch release would have sounded impossible. Now it feels completely normal. Global trends arrive instantly. People are deeply plugged into fashion culture. And limited edition releases create this feeling of urgency where everyone wants to be part of the moment. And whether you think it's exciting or completely ridiculous, you have to admit it's entertaining. So this week, Saudi gave us two very different scenes. One focused on innovation, comfort, and public service during Hajj, and another where people willingly lost sleep for a watch. Honestly, both are peak Saudi in 2026. That's it for today. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you in the next episode. Thank you for tuning into the Love in Riyadh podcast as part of the Augustus Media Podcast Network. Please hit that subscribe button wherever you get your podcast from.